Hey, how's it going everyone? Outlawclient here, back again this week with another episode of Fisticuffs Friday. And in this week's episode I'll be discussing a bit about Mortal Kombat X, because I don't know if you, can you guys, can you smell it guys? That's right guys, it's the smell of Mortal Kombat X just around the corner. April 14th, mark that date on your calendar. Well, for Xbox One and PS4 and PC, mark that date on your calendar. But anyway, before I go on, I just want to give a huge thanks to everyone who subscribed to me. I mean, you guys helped me break 100 subscriptions. I mean, I just can't thank you guys enough. I mean, even if you were just watching this, I mean, thanks anyway, because you know you really are helping me out. But if you subscribed, thanks a ton. And to be honest, I will be releasing a 100 subscriber special video in the future, or I should say in the very near future. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. But anyway, as you guys can see in this episode, I decided to play a bit of Mortal Kombat 9. I think it's only fitting that I play some Mortal Kombat 9 whilst discussing Mortal Kombat X. And I'll be playing as my usual characters, Reptile, and also Melina as well. A bit of Melina later. I mean, I know I always say this every time, but you know, the Reptile rust, it's real. I mean, I think I can probably count on one hand how many times I've played Mortal Kombat 9 since I last made that video, which was about, what, 6 months ago? You know, probably even longer than 6 months ago, but what I'm trying to say is that I've barely even played Mortal Kombat 9, so yeah, I'm a bit rusty, but don't worry, the matches start to pick up. It's like each match becomes even more intense, so yeah, you've got something to look forward to. Don't fall asleep, guys. Hey, I'm still talking. But anyway, moving on to Mortal Kombat X. Now, before I go on about speaking about some of the other changes, I just want to mention about the combat pack. The final character for the combat pack, or the final of 4 characters, was very recently announced, less than a day ago I believe. And the final character is, of course, drumroll please, drumroll, okay, no drumroll. The final character is actually the Predator. And, you know, it's amazing because the Predator, of course, is a really popular character, but I don't know if you guys remember in one of my previous Mortal Kombat videos, which was a few months ago, and 2 of my main characters that I wanted to see was Jason Voorhees and Predator, which I discussed in the same video. And of course, as you could probably guess by the thumbnail, I did really want to see them, and luckily both of them are confirmed characters for this new Mortal Kombat X. I mean, I guess it's not too surprising because of the whole, you know, really popular characters, but for me, I just thought, you know, I thought it was going to be a pain for them to acquire those copyrights, like the rights to use the characters, to be honest. So yeah, but I'm really happy about that. But alongside Jason and Predator, we also have some two returning combatants. So we have Tremor, who's from Mortal Kombat Special Forces, alongside Tanya, who's Shinnok's ally. You know, another villain to add to the roster there. But you know, to be honest, I actually had never heard of Tremor before. I mean, I've played quite a lot of Mortal Kombat games, and I'm sure he was in like Mortal Kombat Special Forces, a game that I never played. I'm not sure if he's in any other games, but either way, he hasn't made that many appearances, and I was just really surprised to see Tremor there. And in case you don't know, Tremor is a ninja who controls the earth, you know, so he goes all earthbending on us. Yeah, I'm really excited to see how he plays. I mean, no gameplay of him yet, but again, like I said, really looking forward to seeing how he plays. Same with Tanya, both Jason and Predator as well. Funnily enough, all characters in the combatant pack haven't had any gameplay yet, but anyway, so alongside the characters, they also have, well, I believe it's $30 as the price tag. I have to double check how much it is here in the UK, but yeah, you can buy them individually for $10, I believe. And the thing is that they don't just come with the characters, they also come with like special costumes for each of the characters. So I believe for Tremor, or one of the characters, you get like the classic character costume packs as well. So yeah, it's a nice little touch. I don't know if I'll get it for like, what was it? Did I say $30? I believe it's like either 30 or 40. I can't remember, but seems, you know, that's nearly the whole price of the game again. So yeah, but again, I guess you can just buy the characters individually if you aren't too happy about that. I mean, what do you guys think? I'd like to hear. Are you thinking of buying the entire pack, or are you just going to buy each individual character? I don't know. But anyway, looking quite promising so far, the character trailers, and again, I know I can't stress this enough, but I'm really looking forward to playing as the Predator. So anyway, also we have, for the character alternate, or character variations, you know, in the whole fighting style variations, we have confirmed variations for, well, every character has 3 variations in the game, but both both of my main characters, Melina and Reptile, have had an individual video which explains their variations, but I think I'll talk a bit about the new characters so far, you know, some of the new characters' variations. So far, for new characters, we have Takeda, who I believe, I mean, I apologize for my lack of knowledge, guys. I mean, I believe Takeda is from the comic, from the Mortal Kombat comic. Well, he originated there anyway, and this will be his first game appearance, but again, I've never read a Mortal Kombat comic in my life, so yeah, you're gonna have to excuse me if I make any mistakes, but I believe he is Kenshi's son, who's been trained by Scorpion, so yeah, he's got a bit of Scorpion's moves going on here. And in his first, which brings me to his first variation, is that Shirai Ryu, I can't remember, I think that's the name of it, but anyway, in this variation he has Scorpion's whip, alongside like a charged teleport, which is, you know, really reminiscent of Scorpion, but I mean it makes sense since he was trained by Scorpion. It's only natural that he has some of his moves. His second variation is the Lasher variation, and that variation just has whips. Quickly, I hope you guys aren't playing the drinking game every time I say variation, because you know you're gonna be very drunk by the end of this. Like, guys, I'm warning you now. Don't play the drinking game, please. But anyway. So yeah, the Lasher variation has whips, which are like whip blades. So he whips it around and like blades come out of it. You know, it does what it says on the tin, and it looks really cool. Nice amount of range, and seems like a really good character so far. And his final variation, known as Ronin, allows him to have plasma swords. I know, like if his whips weren't enough, he also has like 2 plasma swords, and you know, it's like. It looks really interesting because he can set them down as traps, sort of like you know, sort of like some other characters. Like I'm thinking of Rocket Raccoon from Marvel vs. Capcom, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. You know, we can put down all these traps and stuff, but he can put them down as traps and then summon them back to his position. So when he summons them back, they'll like fly up into the air and they'll be like you know, sucked straight back to his hands, and it will damage the enemy as well if they're in the range of it whilst it comes back up. And he looks like a really cool character, a really strong character overall. I can see him being played as quite a lot. He also has a beam projectile, which I believe the developers stated that, you know, not that many characters in Mortal Kombat get a beam move, and it's his pretty much his only ranged move. So yeah, it's another cool addition in his variations. Now for another new character, Kung Jin, who I believe is a relative of Kung Lao, and he is like an archer character. I mean, I believe this is like the first true archer character. You know, Nightwolf doesn't really count with his glowy green bow. You know, that's not a real bow. It's just it's glowy magic. It's you know, it's glowy magic. It doesn't count, guys. But anyway, now 3 of his variations. His first one is Vicious, and that allows you to shoot, I believe it allows you to use more arrows than usual. I saw like a double arrow during his character demonstration, so that was pretty cool. His second variation is the Tempest, and it uses like you know, more emphasis on his staff. It's like, it sort of lights up, you know, it glows a bit. It's like red glowiness, and I'm sure it shoots fire as well. You know, I call it the glow bow. But yeah, it gives him some nice ranged attacks, and mostly centers his attacks around the bow. And his third and final variation is a chakram. So I don't know if you guys know, but the whole chakram, those circular things that you throw, yeah, he's got like 2 of those on his waist, so he can use that at will during the matches, which yeah, I think is pretty cool feature. You know, if he wasn't, you know, a good enough ranged character anyway, you know, he's got some more tools to throw around, you know, and annoy you with. Yeah. So anyway, those characters out of the way, I think I'll try and talk about some of my mains, aka the best characters out there. I don't know if I have enough time to go through all of it. I assure you, if I can't get through it now, I'll go through it in the next episode. There's a lot to talk about, including like story and stuff. But anyway, for Reptile, we have the Deceptive variation, which will allow him to go invisible for long periods of time. You know, completely long periods of time. Sorry, for a very long amount of time, or a good amount of time, I guess. Alongside his second variation, Noxious, which will allow him to emit like a cloud of stench. Yeah, it will damage opponents if he's close to them, and the funny thing is that he's got like a special move which allows him to increase the range of the stench even more. So yeah, you know, you got some cool stuff going on there, and the developers even stated that, you know, you can like make it stack on top of the acid that he can spit, so you know, you can be doing some serious damage to the opponent there. And his third and final variation is the nimble variation, which sort of reminded me a lot of the Flash. I'm sure I'm not the only one, but he sort of shakes in a similar animation to the Flash, and the opponents start to move a lot slower, so you know, it's easier combo ability and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I call that the nimble mode, aka receiving tutor sessions from the Flash, which is pretty cool. I mean, it does look the same. It even has that same yellow effect on the screen, but you know, it's still quite a nice addition. It makes me think, will Cabal make an appearance? Because I thought it would have been better suited to the character like Cabal, who's really fast, you know, probably the fastest in Mortal Kombat. But anyway, I think that's about all I have time for, because the match is nearly over, as you guys can see. Really close final match there. I don't know what Kenshi's doing. He's doing a little dance there. But this Kenshi player looks like he's getting, you know, revenge, seeking revenge for that previous kill in the very first match. You know, my previous Kenshi kill in the very first match. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and thanks again for helping me reach 100 subscribers. And if you enjoyed watching this, please just leave a comment, like. And also, I don't mind leaving a shout out for you guys. So yeah, just all I ask is that you leave a comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. And just tell me, you know, give me your thoughts on Mortal Kombat X. What do you think? Do you think it's looking to be shaping up to? Is it shaping up to be a very nice game? What do you guys think? You know, a cool game. But anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.